Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Next Goal Wins. Today we're bringing you a transfer rumour video. Transfers are a brilliant time, aren't they? For all football fans, we love them. We love rumours that aren't true with our club. We like to be linked with the players that we know will never happen. And today I'm going to bring you the top stories from this week. Let's talk about transfers, and the first one, Carlos Tevez. Carlos Tevez, he's been around. He came to West Ham when they were in trouble, saved them. Manchester United, busy bee, brilliant player. Man City, a bit not so. He stayed on the bench famously in Munich when they wanted him to come on. Juventus though, found his form again. Brilliant European player. And he's going to make his next big move to Boca Juniors. Now, why do players do this? Why do players want to go home just because they think it's virtuous or something? There's no point in him going home. He's nearly won a Champions League with Juventus. He nearly won a Champions League and he's going to go to Boca Juniors. No offence if there's any Argentinians watching, but the Argentinian league is not that kind of calibre. It is not that kind of calibre, and I think it's a wasted talent if he goes back there, Tevez. We've seen for years the kind of goals he can provide, and it looked like he found a bit of pace last season. The next big story, Raheem Sterling. Figo, 35 million. Zidane, 50 million. Bale, 80. Ronaldo, 90. Sterling, 50? Raheem Sterling is not worth 50 million. I don't care who you are, you cannot tell me Raheem Sterling's worth 50 million. Deluded Brendan Rodgers. If he thinks Sterling's worth 50 million, he's got another thing coming. Aguero, 35 million. They can't pay 50 million for Sterling. It's potential. They're paying 50 million for potential. And they're paying 50 million because he's English. Because he's English, that helps. They've just released James Milner. It looks like Mika Richards is gone, which I'll talk about in a second. But to pay 50 million for Raheem Sterling, it amazes me. Got a 40 million pound bid today. We'll see what comes from that. But I imagine it's going to get rejected. Liverpool are holding out for some fee that is astronomical for a player. They're not proven by any stretch of imagination. Anyway, next story, Tottenham. Tottenham look like we're going to get a new right-back in Kieran Trippier. Trippier had a good season with Burnley, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's too much of an improvement on Yedlin who they signed. He was brilliant at the World Cup for America. Kyle Walker, again, another brilliant right-back, brilliant pace. I'm not sure it's a position Spurs need. They need a striker, a proven goal scorer. They need wingers, not like Lamella, who are flaky and do a Rabona and get talked about. They need goal scorer, and they need a centre-half. They need things that win you games, not things that get you extravagant points or players who can get you assists maybe, and I never trust buying relegated players anyway. Next up, Radamel Falcao is joining Chelsea after 4 goals in a Premier League season. Four goals for Manchester United. He joins the league winners for a £7 million loan fee. And yeah, I admit, it will probably carry the weight better at Chelsea. He's got Diego Costa there, who he's played with before at Atletico. That'll help him. But I don't think it's a good move for Chelsea. I can't see Falcao recapturing a form he could a year ago. He could be a Torres Mark II. Let me know down below what you think. Mika Richards, I talked about him earlier. He's joined Aston Villa. He was obviously getting bored of, the lovely spaghetti carbonara, of the pizza. He thought, oh, where do I want to live? The Midlands. Aston Villa have snapped him up on a free transfer. Could be a good bit of business. He didn't play at Fiorentina at all. They played a back three Europa League football. It was more quality than Richards has. But for a team like Villa under Sherwood, I can't see him doing anything wrong. Out of Europe, there's Josip Drmic, the Swiss striker. Looks like he's joined Borussia Mönchengladbach today. He's a really good footballer, Drmic. Good finisher. And with Mönchengladbach getting into the Champions League again for the first time in however many years it is, it's a really good signing for him to get the goals so they could get them through the group stage. And you never know, they could go far in the competition. We've seen Dortmund do it a few years ago when no one expected them. Finally, the last bit of news, Paul Pogba. He looks like he's going to be staying at Juventus. There's been a lot of rumours surrounding him. Another player I don't think's worth the money that's been surrounded. 50 million being talked about again for Paul Pogba. I'm not too sure myself. But anyway, £50 million being talked about. It looks like he's going to be staying at Juventus now. Looks like he might have rejected PSG, or at least the club Juventus have rejected PSG. Oh, finally, just a news coming to us a minute ago. Nicolas Otamendi, the Valencia Player of the Year. A great player. And it looks like he's going to be going to Real Madrid, as all good Spanish players do. I don't know how Real Madrid do it. Are the clubs that not allowed to say no when Real Madrid come bidding for him? Is Perez knocking on the door? We have 15 million for Otamendi. We value him at 40 million. No, he's 20 and we are Madrid. Oh, okay, sorry. That's how it must happen, because James Rodriguez, Bale, Levy's about the only one who stood out for a little bit for Bale, getting the fee he did, but it's unbelievable. Madrid will just improve and challenge Barcelona again. Thanks for watching this video on Next Goal Wins. I'll be back in a few days, actually, with me transfer gossip again. Hopefully some new things will have happened by then. Tomorrow, though, a big day. England, European tournament, major football. We start the under-21s tomorrow. Come on, England. We need to win this tournament. We've got Harry Kane, Danny Ings, Berahino, brilliant young players. If we can't win this one, we never will. Come on, England.